Hey guys, KUZO here, back with another sketchbook anatomy practice page. And yeah, so I did an anatomy practice page the other week, and it looks like you guys really liked it a lot, so I thought I would try bringing it back again for you guys. Looks like you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to do some quick somewhat anatomy gesturing. I mean, they're not really like gestures. Gestures are a lot more fluid, but they're more like just breakdowns that I kind of do. But I'm glad you guys liked the video. Hopefully you guys like this one as well. If you guys want to see more of this, definitely hit the thumbs up button. It helps out the video. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Oh, hopefully this light's not too bright. I'll pull it down a little bit anyways. Let's actually pull that up a little bit more. Right now I'm pretty much just trying to get a person at like a slight angle to the left, and he's holding one. I'm going to tilt this a little bit because he's holding one side up. He's holding an arm up here. I'm just going to draw up like that. And then he's having this other hand right here that's kind of going to be doing like somewhat of what you would consider a ninja sign. I feel like I didn't put this down as much as it should be because his torso is somewhat tilting, so it gave like a kind of a strange vibe the way I was going there. Also, definitely comment down below if you guys want to see, like, if there's anything else you guys want to see these type of like anime sketchbook practices or anatomy sketchbook practices. And as much of you guys know, I'm not really doing this as specifically a tutorial. It's more so me doing these as just practices, and if you guys follow along, you can. Type of thing. Because I typically save a lot of my full tutorials for my Patreons, which I do have an idea for my Patreon for something that I kind of want to do, that I might bring it for a video over here, but it involves a portion of my Patreons. We'll see. No talking about that here. Planning on having this like just hand where maybe I should actually do it more so like a block in these two fingers and then have like kind of like a ninja sign. That's kind of what I was going for anyways to begin with. But I started like doing his hand like this instead of this. One thing I need to brush up on is some more defined anatomy. That's one thing I definitely want to brush up on more. This one's been going on a little bit too long. I can refine it later if I want to. What's he going to be doing with this hand? Maybe just thumb, and then this is going to be out like that. Then it's going to be a pinky. There's probably some sort of sign line saying, what did I just say? Sign language sign. Wow, I completely made it's probably some sort of sign language sign that I don't know. So yeah, don't get mad at me if it's something strange. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That definitely looks weird. That looks like someone's like, yeah, bro. That doesn't look ninja-like at all. Let's just do another similar one to what's going on there. You guys can see. So I kind of chunked together. If there's two fingers that are going in the same directions, I kind of chunk them together a little bit. And then I split them up like that. And yeah, let's do that. Maybe draw some eyes in just real quick. Nose placement. Maybe not too happy of a mouth. And maybe a little bit more stern eyes. And voila. Oh. I need to keep on my game there. Try not to let it go off screen at all. Alright, and what are we gonna do for the next one? Maybe do something over here. The head there. Torso here. Arm going downward. Oh, let's first of all bring that up a little bit. Maybe arm going downward. So I have a buffer arm. So one more buff face. So torso, mid body, lower body, leg coming up at us, going down. We got the knee right here. Then let's have the other knee over there. Maybe show like a foot popping out here. This is kind of like an above view slightly. And then this arm maybe going out that direction. Then maybe the hand. Looks really weird, huh? The way I did. That looked kind of strange at first. Or just in general, it looks strange. Am I going to fix it? I don't know. Arms kind of going behind this person. So I'm kind of going for like a perspective, kind of like above. If I were to draw the lines, it probably looks something similar to this. These are perspective lines going up. It's like that. I might not draw that so drastically like that. I might draw it more so like that. Try to keep it a little bit more conservative with these angles. So that way it doesn't look... I was kind of distorting it the way I was doing it. And this one's a little bit too distorted in my opinion. I think this should be going up a little bit more like that for the perspective lines. There we go. Some pretty decent perspective lines. Make a little bit more beady looking eyes. Probably be stronger looking nose for a stronger looking gentleman. But yeah, all right. And let's move on to another pose. So it's a little dry now. Maybe I'll do one of these like random, like in the air, floating poses. Not floating, but like falling. For some reason, oh, just started drawing all the way up there. For some reason, I really like drawing these in the air poses, and I think that's because I'm not reliant on any sort of perspective per se. I'm essentially moving around the limbs however I like. And it's very freeing. Because when you're working in perspective, you're kind of limited. You're not limited if they're grounded, is basically what I'm trying to say. If they're actually grounded and they're not like jumping or anything, there's a limit to what you can do with like the stretch. You got to think more gravity oriented. Here I'm not thinking of any gravity. I'm literally just twisting the body and the shapes however I please. And that's kind of, it's just freeing, I guess you could say. But it's very important to learn how to draw stuff in a set perspective. What would be good if maybe I'll draw the head right here. Yeah. I could either draw this arm going this way, or I could draw the arm going this way. And obviously it changes the direction slightly. If I were to do something like that. Send that. And you'd actually see if I did it like this. Let's see if this looks good at all. Well, yeah, let's go with that. Let's do like a thumb here. Like he's doing like an energy blast maybe, or something of some sort, like, or it's doing more so like Dragon Ball Z, like got like a circular thing here. It's like, and it's like, oh, it's probably blowing out. Anytime I put my hand all the way at the top, the light completely blows it out. So, maybe something like that, you know? And if that's the case, I could technically move this arm even further back like this to exaggerate that. I wonder if I'm going to try to, maybe I could try to have the foot going straight up like that. I was originally going to tilt it down like that, but I think that looks a little better. Yeah. And this one, go that way, yeah. There. Seems good to me. Although I feel like this should be like not getting white. I don't care if it's blowing out right now. I just want to get this energy blast right. All right. Okay. Only happened for a second, guys. For this one, I'm gonna go down here. Maybe do something a little bit more. Like he's gonna be crouched this way. I'm thinking about doing like a kick. Like let's just quickly gesture this out. I'm actually gonna. Alright, so I kind of got a general idea of what I'm going for here. So this is going to be, and let me know if you guys can tell what's going on right here, because that'd be fun to see who can actually, if it's going to look like what you initially thought when you saw me put down those lines. Let me know in the comment section as we go along. If it's not like one of those things where you look at it and then at the end you're like, wow, okay, that's not actually what I thought you were trying to do. So you can kind of see it coming together now. I'm actually working on the legs right now. I'm working on a very different, stages. Typically I start off with the head, as you've seen. Unlike this one up here was like mostly body. I didn't start off with the head on that one. And that's because I don't have any specific rule on where to start off with. I kind of just start off with, I try to envision the position in my head, and that's not something you can always do when you're first starting, because if you don't have these rough forms in your head, you may not be able to see the position all the time. And sometimes in my head, what I'll do is I'll even take these positions and I'll start moving them around in angles in my head. I'll start to play around with the limbs in my head, move them in different directions. And that's when everything's going really well with I'm not always that good at tweaking the images in my mind, but sometimes when I'm really fluid in what I'm drawing at that time, if I've been drawing a lot and drawing a lot of this stuff over and over and over again for like weeks, I will get to that state where I can just kind of move it around like a puppet in my mind, and it's a really nice state to be in. It takes work to get there, but hey man, I'm not a natural artist, so any of you guys can learn what I've learned. It just takes studying and hard work, really. So something to keep in mind, and that's actually a video I wanna do. Actually, yeah, let's see if I wanna put this arm up here? Do I want to put it down here? Do I want to do that? Maybe I should have it going directly down this direction. That looks like a Spider-Man pose. That's not a kicking pose, huh? Everyone agrees. There's no way you don't. That looks more like a Spider-Man pose than a kicking pose. So that means I'm just gonna have the arm generically go that direction, and I'm even going to push this one further up for a little bit more dramaticism. No, I don't even know if that's the right word, or if that's even a word. Just to make it a little bit more dramatic. Like, I don't know, I would if I was going to put this in a manga, I would definitely refine it more. And with mangas, you want to make things a little bit more dynamic, so it would actually probably turn the camera like that direction. But yeah, I would probably turn the camera that direction and have the leg coming towards you more. So manga poses have to be very dynamic. Make them pop. Alright, so we're going to do something else up here. And also with a lot of these poses, I'm probably going to be taking them and putting them... maybe I should do the head that way. But I like doing it. Okay, sorry, I changing the direction of the head. But a lot of these poses I'm going to be taking and actually doing official anatomy sheets with and putting them on my Patreon for all my Patreons to have broken down kind of like form lines on all of these, and I do more than one of those a month over on my Patreon. I also got another page over here of like stuff as well, which they will also be getting on my sketchbook pages. Post some like last week, and none of this sketchbook. It's a different sketchbook, so I need to get them more of this sketchbook, but I was finishing posting the ones from my other sketchbook. I'm saying sketchbook a lot. So this is just to explain what I'm doing here. I'm just doing kind of like an underneath pose, nothing special, kind of just poofed out man chest. That's really what I was just going for here. It's always good to practice these and get them faster, more accurate. And one thing I want to do at some point is practice the anatomy a little further. And I mentioned that earlier, but practice the anatomy in these a little bit further so I can make them look more accurate when doing them fast. So I'm pretty used to doing a pose like this, but I would like to be able to know how to do the pose like this faster and much more accurate. This line over here is part of his arm, but it's kind of undercutting this bottom torso area, so it kind of looks like I'm cutting off his torso, but it would actually go like over and underneath like that. But yeah. A hand! Yay! And I'm probably gonna be, we're getting towards the end here. Probably gonna be cleaning some of these up for the thumbnail. Kind of feel like putting something over here. Maybe just do a quick like generic. Let's move this over. Got a lamp that's blocking this top part up here. Top part of the sketchbook. Alright, I'm going to think really hard. Just do this very fast. Very generic. Okay, maybe not thinking very hard if it's so generic. This arm kind of just going forward over here. Go maybe some cool like stuff and come up with some sort of maybe hair's flying back, some hair sticking out. Maybe he has like a bun or something, who knows? Like a man bun. Hope everyone's doing well out there. I normally say that in the beginning of the video, but I forgot to. I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah. Yep, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the video here. I'm just gonna start adding some fun hair on this character for now. Like I said, I'm gonna be cleaning this a little bit up for the thumbnail so it looks a little sharper in the image. But for now, we're gonna kinda go for the outro. Big thanks to all my patrons. You guys are awesome. Huge thanks to my Chunin and Jonin tier Patreons. And also thank for everyone who's even watched it this far in the video. Like that's awesome. This is like a 20, it's gonna be like a 23-minute video. So that's super cool that you even made it this far. Thank you for watching all the video. But if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. Like always, guys, hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.